The committee will continue to monitor the economic outlook and financial developments and will employ its policy tools as necessary to support the economic recovery and to help ensure that inflation over time is at levels consistent with its mandate. Voting for the FOMC monetary policy action were Ben Espernacki, Chairman, William C. Dudley, Vice Chairman, James Bullard, Elizabeth A. Drake, Sandra Pinelato, Sarah Bloom, Raskin, Eric S. Rosgren, Daniel K. Tarullo, Kevin M. Warsh, and Janet L. Yellen. Voting against the policy was Thomas M. Honing. Mr. Honing believed the risks of additional securities purchases outweighs the benefits. Mr. Honing also was concerned with the continuing high level of monetary... We'll be right back. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
Alex told you the government announced recently that the recession is over. It ended on June of 2009. The millions of Americans unable to find work might not agree. Perhaps the recession ended for the bankers and government employees, but for the rest of us, things seem to be getting worse. Gold and silver haven't heard the news either. They've begun their long-expected journey to the moon. In addition to converting your shrinking dollars into gold and silver, you should consider a food savings account from eFoods Direct. They both make fabulous investments. Food is our greatest dependency, and we know it will be more precious than any financial resource. You and your family need food to survive a crisis, and you can't eat paper, stocks, or metals. Alex has been urging you to invest in delicious, easy-fix meals to enjoy now or save for long-term. This will freeze the cost of your food while you can still afford it. Visit eFoodsDirect.com on the internet or call 800-409-5633. That's eFoodsDirect.com or 800-409-5633.
We are on the march. The empire is on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
So, the magnitude of this is even hard to express verbally. But the Federal Reserve has monetized hundreds of billions of dollars of made-up debt. They are now giving themselves $600 billion, at least. They say it may be more, in the next 8 months. Remember, $887 billion turned into $28 trillion. That's Bloomberg, with the banker takeover known as the bailout 2 years ago. And now they're saying $600 billion or more, but they won't tell Congress where the money goes. I mean, these people are just incredible swindlers. So it's not just the Chinese communists that have our debt. Soon the Federal Reserve will be the biggest donor, because the Chinese and the Europeans and the Russians and the Japanese and the Arabs, they're done because our government's devaluing, and the Chinese are saying, stop it. Stop it. We've bought all your debt. Don't devalue your dollar. And the Fed says, we run this country. Our public is starting to wake up, but we put a police state in place, you know, a surveillance system. We're going to be able to control this, and we got nuclear weapons, so shut up. Nobody's going to stop us. Now, I want to get into election fraud, but first I'm going to rampage through 5-6 callers. I'm going to give each person about a minute, no matter how good the call is, because I got to get to the next person. But I do want to briefly tell you about Interfood. You heard Mike Adams, the preeminent expert on whole foods. This is 20 superfoods, 2 little scoops in the morning in your juice or your water, and you get almost 100% absorption. Find out about the 20 key botanical superfoods that are in each scoop at enerfood.com, E-N-E-R food.com, or 866-762-9238, and ask them about discounts for Alex Jones listeners, like the Alex Jones combo on the coconut, organic coconut milk. They've got healthy, infused with minerals and nutrients coffee. They got a great line of products at enerfood.com or 866-762-9238. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you about purewaterfreedom.com. One word, purewaterfreedom.com. If you want to affordably remove fluoride from your tap water, visit purewaterfreedom.com. They have a full line of household fluoride filters. You can even remove fluoride from every water source in your home with a whole house fluoride system. They have a wide variety of filters to remove all types of toxins from your water, including shower, bath, and filters. All the filters are made in the USA. USA. Did I tell you they're made in the USA? We look for sponsors that are made in the USA. It's hard, but we find them. Check out their banners on prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com, or go to purewaterfreedom.com to take control of your water supply today. If you have children and you're not filtering your water with the proper filters, you are crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it is nuts. The tap water is so full of garbage, it will make anybody's head spin. Okay, I want to get into election fraud in the time we've got left, about 25 minutes here. But let's hurry now to your phone calls. I'm going to go to John in Texas first. John, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hey, Alex. Real quick, Dr. Horowitz, are you going to have him on again anytime soon?
No, and I appreciate your call. Thank you so much for the call, John. Let's go ahead and talk to John in Ohio. John, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, Alex, you know that I've been attacking and exposing Obama as a disguised neocon even before he was nominated, even before he was inaugurated. So I can't be accused of being pro-Democrat. But I believe that, and you can find much of this information on globalresearch.ca. And I really applaud your valuable populism in exposing the false flag terrorism around the world, the phony terror war. But on the other hand, I think it's reached the tipping point now where you're supporting actual neocons in the Tea Party movement, warmongers, those in the military-industrial complex, and to some extent demonizing China, as you've just pointed out, which has been financing our wars for all these years, has been propping up, taking our funny money, our rubber money, for their durable goods, and finally is realizing that our noose is tightening around them, building bases and fleets to attack and build up all of their enemies in that region.
Okay,
and
John,
finally,
I got to move quick, and I appreciate your call, because I got to get to everybody here and cover this news. Briefly, John, I was sent a clip of you, because John's been calling for 6-7 years, on another show, saying that I supported the Israeli attack on the flotilla. And that's another hoax and another lie. Okay, I decried it and said it was wrong and was an escalation. Okay, and I've heard your calls 10, 15 times in the last year about Rand Paul being a warmonger. Rand Paul was attacked by Dick Cheney, Karl Rove, and others. They came and campaigned and pumped money into the guy against him, and they went against him. He has said, oh, I support defense, but I want to cut defense spending, and I don't want to start all these wars. Okay? Rand Paul wants to get rid of the Federal Reserve that runs the whole show. Okay? And so I've heard it from you. I might as well just go back and find a tape of it and play it again. I've heard it from you over and over. Okay, and it's intellectually dishonest by people that are jealous and other talk show hosting people who don't like the fact that we're reaching millions of people to lie about what I say and what I stand for. And people who say that I said, if you're a critic of Israel, you're mentally ill. I said that if you say I work for Israel or that I am financed by Israel, when it's a complete lie, the big Israeli-financed ADL attacks me, Southern Poverty Law Center, all of it. I'm against these wars. I was against what happened in Lebanon. I'm against what happened in Gaza, and it can't be clearer. But but it's this religion of people saying, I'm right, I'm the biggest Israel hater in the world, and Alex is bad. Well, good then, okay? Good. Sit there and lie about me all day. Make up whatever you want. What I cover and what I say is on record, and people know that, okay? So that's the last straw with you, John. I'm not going to sit here and hear this. I'm saying we need Ron Paul in there for speaker. I'm saying we need to not get Rick Perry in there. I'm exposing the real neocons. The fact is the Tea Party's having to talk about world government and the New World Order and the Federal Reserve. We've now pushed it to the point where it's becoming mainstream, and we've got this loser mentality that we could never take the government back, and we could never affect change, and we could never have a big effect, and that anyone who has success isn't real. Bull, baloney, garbage. Okay? It's that simple. It is total, absolute baloney. Okay? I mean, this whole show exposing John Boehner, this whole show exposing all this stuff, and it's just amazing that the system pulled out all the stops. I mean, they clearly cheated in Nevada with Harry Reid against Sharon Angle. And, yeah, some of these Republicans are, you know, pro-warish or whatever, and I'm against those wars. The point is, you have admitted that you're a communist, when you've called probably 100 times over the years, and you like government health care, and you like all this stuff. I don't, okay? So, whatever. You know, Ron Paul exposes a CIA drug dealing, so do I. And to sit there, because I've heard it before from you, and say, you're espousing CIA propaganda. Baloney. Baloney. Okay? I'm here trailblazing, waking up the most people thanks to my listeners spreading the... Okay, now I've got to really go fast. It's just so irritating, you know, to hear his voice when I've heard it squeaking out there. Just lie about me all day. Tell some more lies. You know, go crazy. Just tell more people about my show. Get the name spelled right. Alexander Emmerich Jones. Tell everybody about it. Tell them how bad I am. Please continue. Send everybody to Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com, where they'll find out what I really stand for. Let's talk to Paul in Jersey. You're on the air, Paul.
Hi, Alex. I'm moving to a new town in New Jersey, and I was doing research on the fluoride levels. I filter out my water anyway, but I just wanted to check. And I found a report by the New Jersey Division of Family Health Services listing all the fluoride levels in New Jersey.
Yes.
And there's over 1,100 unique districts that have different a unique water composition.
Yeah, 1 part per million of sodium fluoride reduces IQ by more than 10 points. That's, you can just search fluoride IQ levels. That's mainline news. Many cities have as high as 5 parts per million. What's the highest you see there in Jersey?
The highest is it's Ancora Psychiatric Hospital for the criminally insane. It's where they send the Michael Myers of New Jersey. That is number 1 out of 1,100 with 2.4 parts per million.
Isn't it funny that they give the mental patients fluoride knowing it was first used in mental hospitals over 100 years ago and then used by the Soviets and the Nazis?
That's listed as number 1, and New Jersey has the second lowest fluoride levels in the nation. There's only about 20 that have over 1 part, 20 towns that have over 1 part per million. And there's 3 towns that have over 2, and the highest is 2.4 parts per million for a psychiatric hospital for the criminally insane. And
isn't that interesting? Yeah, they're force drugging all of us, and now they're on the news saying we need to put lithium in the water to make everybody calm. Oh, and fluoride is helping you. It's a cognitive enhancer. I appreciate your call. I mean, did you have a question, Paul?
You can find it at if you Google New Jersey Division Family Health Services fluoride levels. You can find the report and look it up.
It's the health department set up for eugenics over 100 years ago in the U.S. that carries out the secret taking of blood from newborn babies, all of it. Let's go ahead and talk to Matt in Florida. Matt, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Alex?
Worldwide broadcast. Turn that radio off. Go ahead.
All right. I'm telling you, I think there's been a lot of chicanery down here in Florida with the Senate race. I don't trust Marco Rubio. I think he might be a neocon because Go to dailypaul.com/node/147239.
Yeah, the best way is just give us the headline. People can't find it with a URL. What's the headline?
Well,